Okay, this is a very short snippet of how I would have originally started to teach the rein functions with the clicker, or could use negative reinforcement. It's the same process, it's just a different way of the horse learning. So to begin with, I would have done a lot of work surrounding putting the bridle on. Because it's a trial with a new bridle, I've got it padded out a little bit. I would take that off. I did take it off very quickly in this case, but when I first started him as a youngster, it was padded out in lots of areas so that I didn't inadvertently put any pressure in places that I didn't want to intentionally. So to begin with, I just looked at him understanding that my weight of the rein in my hand meant nothing. So it's a nil cue. It just means stay as you are and continue. So you see here, I just have there's no weight in that rein at all, but if he stays head front, then he gets rewarded for that. Then I add in a touch my hand cue. So this is something he knows really well. Touch my hand brings his head towards my hand, and then I can start to lay over a rein cue. Again, I used positive reinforcement, but it can work using negative reinforcement too. And very gradually I would fade the cue of the hand so that it just becomes something that, so I add the weight of the rein to the hand, and then I take away the hand gradually. So it's just lifting up through the rein means point your nose in this direction. And there are many, many nuances within that, whether I lift the rein, draw the rein, whatever. And then I'll adopt a position to his side and start to use the rein in a different way. And I would just start to use more finesse with that. There you can see just a much lighter feel. I want very little response. Very often when you first go back to this, or certainly when you're first starting it from new, they offer too much, so you're just going to shape that down to being really smooth, tiny movements. And then I would later on add in, you can see here I've taken off the padding. This I think was once I knew he was comfortable with everything, I took the padding off. So that's just an idea of how I would begin in hand.